So these are the Nano rats from Powell Peralta. They're 54 millimeters and they're the Dragon formula, so they're 93A. They're basically like the Andy Anderson wheel, just a little bit softer with the Dragon formula. So these wheels are side set. Okay, so this wheel is interesting. It's really grippy on a wooden ramp, which I liked. I felt very secure on the wooden ramp with these wheels. I brought a board with Thunder 161s, which is one of my favorite trucks for 50/50s. They had Formula X wheels on them, and I was wanting to compare those to the Lurpivs. So I did 50/50s with the Lurpivs and with the Thunders, and they both could kind of grind through the coping pretty decent. I could tell a difference. Maybe the Thunders were a little more locked in, but not much of a difference, you know, considering how much turn there is on the Lurpivs. So I might be skating Lurpivs just as my main truck. I like the Lurpivs a lot, actually. The more I skate them, the more I like them. And these wheels, they work pretty good with them. I actually could do flip tricks with these wheels, even though they do make my truck a little bit wider than the board, but it felt pretty solid. I like the way it actually felt. It rolled over pretty easy. So I just learned a new tip for fakie flips with these wheels. So lean forward towards the front of your board a little on your fakie flips, and your back foot's gonna have an easier time catching the board. It gives your back foot a little more room to catch it, so you can catch it closer to the bolts. If you're catching it too far to the tip of the tail, you run the risk of spraining your back ankle because you're going in that direction. They don't actually stick over the nut like Andy Anderson's wheel. They're a little bit different. They seem to grab onto the coping pretty good. For a first impression, I really do like these wheels. So I've got a bunch of videos on Dragon wheels on this channel, and I'll be making a follow-up video on this specific wheel. Alright, so look at the wheel and then look at the truck here. So it's got a little bevel before it gets to the wheel. I don't know if these trucks are really made for these wheels, but that kind of holds you in on the coping. You can see that. You kind of do have a lock-in spot there. Wheels that are flat on the inside like this or beveled in are meant to hold you onto the coping, and they do a pretty good job with that. I think the main thing I notice is how they're soft and they feel really grippy and good on the ramp, but they can let go and they can actually slide. So that's probably the best thing about Dragon wheels. But these have a wider contact patch than any Dragons I've had in the past, so they really do grip on wooden ramps. These are going to be great wheels for the indoor park that they just built in my local area, because you're going to need a little bit more grip for an indoor park like that, but they still do slide when you need them to slide if you're going to do a board slide on a ledge or something like that. So yeah, all in all, so far it's a great wheel. It doesn't feel as heavy as Andy Anderson's wheel, and that was my main problem with his wheel. I would suggest them. I'm going to do a follow-up video on these for sure, so stay tuned for that. I always get excited when Powell puts out a new wheel, especially if it's the new shape with the Dragon formula. So I've been skating these for 3 days now, and it's been raining the entire time. I'm kind of liking bigger wheels now though, especially if I'm skating ramps, because they definitely lock in better for grinds and stuff like that. I'm going to build a little quarter pipe and a box and some little skate stuff soon, maybe a quarter pipe box mix, maybe an 8-foot wide mix of a quarter pipe and a box. I think that would be fun to skate. So this is a soft wheel that still slides. What do you guys think of these wheels? Let me know in the comment section below. I know you guys have opinions. Are you going to try them out? They're pretty good. I wouldn't say that they're my favorite Dragon wheel. I think the originals are still my favorite. I like a thinner wheel so I can flip my board. But these are really nice for mini ramps. So I do see this as a transition wheel. I can do flip tricks and stuff, but it does kind of widen your truck, and it is kind of made for locking in more than it's made for like rolling over really easily. So yeah, am I going to ride them as my main wheel? For a while, for sure. I'll make a video when I finally do go to that new indoor park, but as of right now, would I suggest them over the regular Dragon wheels? Yeah, maybe if you skate a lot of skate parks and transition and stuff like that. These wheels definitely slide. They're grippier than the regular Dragon wheels because they have a much wider contact patch, and they're definitely grippier than any of the other wheels I have right now. They slide a lot better than like the Ricta Clouds or normal soft wheel, but having that big contact patch and being kind of soft, they're a little more grippy to me than a lot of the wheels that I skate. So stay tuned, I got a lot of videos coming on this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, scroll through my channel, check out my other videos, and hit the subscribe button, because I got a lot more videos to come. Thanks for watching.